Washington.
Today, it's a Week 14 matchup that should be a good one between the Detroit Lions and the Seattle Seahawks. Two teams trying to stake their claim to postseason football. Week 14 of the NFL is underway.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
Alert! Alert!
They'll run with Walker to begin the drive. And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down.
5 yards on the game's first play, second down.
Well, this defense very strong in that victory from a week ago.
But we certainly had a nice conversation with the defensive coordinator, didn't we? And what we heard, I like what we did, but we definitely need more pressure on the quarterback this week.
Sticking with Walker on second down. And he'll get about 3 up past the 25. Now, this defense for the Lions, they were very good a week ago in that win over Minnesota.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down.
They'll run for it. It's Walker.
Puts it on the carpet. It's out. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. And without a doubt, not the way they pictured that opening drive unfolded.
No, they were making progress. They weren't exactly in high gear, but they were making a few yards along the way. And now that they've coughed it up, you got to go back to the sidelines and regroup a little bit.
Ready, break!
And just good downhill running there as he'll take this to the 15-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Baldwin. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Love looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
He's trying to get it to Amon-Ra St. Brown.
And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down.
On 3rd down, Love. He gets it to Baldwin. And in for the Lions touchdown. A great play there. His 19th touchdown now on the season.
And the Lions take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Extra point by York is up and good.
And that makes the score 7-0. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away.
He will return this from deep in the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They had the fumble on the last drive, wound up leading to the opening touchdown. Now they'll try again here, 1st and 10.
Quick throw, knocked away, and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
They'll try again from the 20 on 2nd and 10.
Back and 60.
He'll drop to throw. And he comes back with one complete. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Back to throw now on 1st down.
Throw out wide to Walker.
It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it's 2nd down.
The Seahawks at 10-2 on the year, and they were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset, being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one. But that was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 36.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Kirby Joseph. And the Lions are going to take over at their own 28-yard line.
Well, it's not the first time we've seen him give one up here during his rookie season. And in this case, zone coverage forced the mistake. He's made some strides week to week in how he's handling the different type of coverages that he's seeing. But clearly, there's some growing still to do.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Throwing. Love.
That throw taken in by Jamison Williams.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's his first catch, and it'll be good for 15 and a 1st down. Now a handoff up the middle. Baldwin.
And he's fortunate to get anything from that. Give him a yard up to the 49. Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. And he fires one that's intercepted. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it. And now off to the races down the right side. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Well, it turns out it's not their offense who gets him on the board first, CD. It's the defense coming through right there with a pick 6.
And I know from experience throughout the week when you go against the offense, you're challenging them all the time. You're letting them know, hey, don't worry about scoring this week. We'll take care of it. We'll get a few pick 6s and score ourselves. You're just kidding? But how about what he just did right there? Laid it out for the rest of the game. We scored. The offense. Can you keep up with us?
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
And remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
These two teams all tied after 1. So from From Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 46. On first down, it's Baldwin. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Love now. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far. But on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
Love with it here, 3rd and short yardage. And that'll be caught by St. Brown. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. He had 3 catches last week. That one his 3rd on this drive alone. 3rd and 4, he did just enough. I mean, just enough to move the chains.
And that's all you're looking for, right? Just want to keep the drive moving. You don't need the big play there. Just get to that marker that you described, and he was able to do just that.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. And they'll send the tight end in motion. On 2nd down, it's Baldwin. Works his way inside the 30 on a pickup at 4.
And that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive. And once again, they showed passing formation, showing the shotgun, and they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
They got to get to the 23 here on 3rd. Love from the gun. Looking middle, and that's complete. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as a tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 13-yard line. Starting to rack up the yardage here in this first half. 5 catches now and a 1st down.
I can't help but chuckle a little bit because at this point, it can't be a surprise to anyone in the building who's going to get the ball. They just keep feeding him over and over, and he just keeps on delivering.
Love's throw complete there to St. Brown. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. From the 5, here's 2nd and 2. Up the middle they go. Baldwin. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. 4 yards on the play, and that leads to the 1st and goal. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
Right back to him on 1st down. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Baldwin, and he's going to take it in for a Lion touchdown. A great effort there. His 16th rushing touchdown on the year, and the Lions have taken the lead. Extra point by York is up and good, and that makes the score 14-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. We'll see a return here from the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that worked. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one. And this drive is almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on 1st down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
79 Broncos. Mustang 19. Check. 60 Maverick. 60 Maverick. Hurt. Rig.
Back to throw. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown.
York on now for the extra point.
It's good, and it is now 21-7.
Makes the score Lions 21, Seahawks 7.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 15-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, we were having a tough patch. This too shall pass, and then finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something
Heads up.
to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here.
And they're going to get this up to midfield.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
First and 10 at the 50-yard line.
7 Pirates. Come 19.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted.
Picked off by Tyson Campbell.
He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
Following the interception, Love. And he'll just get rid of it.
I think we can all understand what they're thinking right now. They take over the ball in field goal range after the turnover, so they've got that in their hip pocket. But they've got to go for the end zone and turn this into bigger points. Their thinking is a touchdown is really what they should get from starting here. Getting 3 points at the end of this drive, that would feel disappointing.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Seahawks have picked it up.
Well, he was having success there holding on to it on the option, but ultimately problems downfield, and it results in a turnover.
Yeah, and this is a tough one because you know you'd prefer to have your quarterback either heading to the sidelines or getting down at the end of the play. But you've got an aggressive one. He's fighting for extra yardage, and he gets stripped there. You don't need him to be a hero in that situation. You want your quarterback taking care of himself.
They're throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
Well, this is a half where not just the coverage, but the entire defense is setting the tone in this game.
After the incompletion, they'll try once more from the 20-yard line on 2nd and 10. They'll set up to throw. And Walker has it. And he's got room. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll look to throw here. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. He's got it at the 15. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play.
And that's good for a Seahawks. First and goal at the 9-yard line.
Here we go. Here
This
we
is
go.
first and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Again, he'll drop to throw. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Ken Walker, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Seahawks get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock.
This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone.
Anytime you feel the kickoff inside your own end zone, you've got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
And they'll begin inside their own 10, so field position certainly not in their favor here.
And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And they're going to be waiting for him as they get him behind the line. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
Once again, they'll keep it on the ground. So we have reached halftime with the visiting Lions taking the lead to the break. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Lions in the lead, and they're going to get the football first as well as the second half is underway.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
And despite the turnovers, Charles, and they had multiple in that first half, they still have the lead as they begin this third quarter.
And they probably heard some conflicting tones at the half, don't you think? A lot of praise for what they did to get this lead, but also a little bit of scolding because they got to take better care of the football in the second half. But you and I both know the great leaders, they know how to give that little bit of vinegar in there and cover it with a big dose of honey.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Good work after the catch. Gets him 15 and a first down.
Here we go. On the ball.
Now a handoff up the middle. It's Baldwin. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Baldwin trying to run inside, but nothing there. They'll say no gain on the play there. Now it'll be 3rd down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle. That's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, you have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
And they're going option play on 3rd down.
And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Switching things up, they'll throw it now with Jordan Love. Pressure comes, he's taken down by the Seahawk defense.
He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Now the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long. Now Love. And that will be incomplete. So it would appear they will not be able to add to their lead on this opening drive of the 2nd half.
Yeah, if another touchdown was scored there, now we're talking about a 2-score game, and they're probably on their way, creating an excellent gap between them and their pursuers. But how about the defense there, able to step up and keep themselves in this one?
And they'll play keep away from the returner as this one will be marked out of bounds at the 13-yard line. Pretty good spot. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. 2nd and 5. Being chased out left. Throwing left side, it's complete. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. A gain there of 21 yards.
And that's a nice throw right there. And I'll tell you what I've seen in recent times and actually watched a presentation in the offseason from a college offensive coordinator that showed about 10 different drills that he runs with his quarterbacks to show them how to get out of the pocket, how to get comfortable when they're doing so, and to make plays under that type of duress. That's an example of what we're seeing the colleges deliver to the NFL.
And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. So that's going to be a nice one for the passing stats, and that's how it will go down in the stat sheet. But the success of that play, no doubt, all thanks to the talents of the wideout.
He was definitely the recipient of good blocking as well, especially at the line of scrimmage. And once he got around the corner, you get the sense that no one was going to get him. Really nice ball handling, too, in order to get it to him.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And their lead has evaporated in this 3rd quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. And a really good show of force there as he gets through for 4 tough yards. On 2nd down now, it's Baldwin. And he'll take this to about the 24, a gain of 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the 1st. On 3rd down, Baldwin. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage.
5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
We all love to have a home run hitter in the backfield. Guy who can take it the distance. But in short yardage, trying to pick up first downs, that big guy, oh, he's a nice luxury to have, isn't he?
On play action. Love to throw. That pass caught. It's Williams. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown.
I think it's fair to say there's nothing that gets a crowd to its feet quite like a big play, and that was something special there. Boy, was he moving.
And that's the kind of play where you have to kind of catch your breath afterwards. So just give me a second here, because when he shifted into high gear, he was an absolute blur out there. No substitute for speed. We talk about that all the time. The evidence was right there.
And if you want the final metric on his top speed, and trust me, you do, Next Gen Stats says he hit 22.4 miles an hour. And this is going to be returned from middle of the end zone.
And not a good return here at all, as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
At their own 12-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time out, Charles. Remember, they had the short field. They took it in the end zone. Now this is going to have to be a longer, more sustained drive if they want to get points.
Yeah, a little bit more of a quick strike opportunity last time by where they were on the field, and you're exactly right about that. But now, backed up a little bit. What's that old expression we love to use? Time to matriculate the ball down the field and try and do it again.
And he's got his man on the out route. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. So both teams trade touchdowns, and the third as we're through 3 quarters of play. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. They'll set up a throw. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. It's caught at the 10. It's a big play there for Seattle. 58 yards. Here's Walker. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown,
You want 2.
You're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the second one.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. His pass caught at the 4. And he takes it into the end zone across the chalk. Now there is a flag down, but I think that's offsides on the defense.
Yeah, I think that's going to stand, partner.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this 4th quarter. So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They no longer have the lead after that last touchdown, all tied up in the 4th quarter, and a chance for this offense to mount a potential game-winning drive right here. Room here to run. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 89 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. To throw now. Here's Love. And this is going to be intercepted. Jonathan Abram picks it. And the Seahawks are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. Well, we say it often, Charles, but not all interceptions are created equally, and that is a big one here in a tie ball game in the fourth quarter.
And, Brandon, when games are this close, it usually comes down to the team making the fewest mistakes, and that was one of our mantras back in Tennessee. Coach Midge used to say all the time, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. You've got to cut those down to give yourself an opportunity.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. That is taken in by the tight end, Fant. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. A good pickup there, 21 yards. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on it before he could get much out of it.
Let's go. 19 Lions.
On play action, they'll throw.
He completes this to Walker. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Walker now on 1st and 10.
And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Well, that was not what you would call straight line pursuit for a middle linebacker to make this play. He's got to work his way through the clutter to get to the ball carrier on the outside, and he does exactly that. That's called avoiding the trash.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Looking to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. All tied up, less than 2 minutes to go. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. They've got it 1st and 10 as they search for a go-ahead score. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in the second half.
Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
Come on, back.
Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver.
Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. 3rd down, trying to get a little bit closer. From here, the field goal would be 55 yards. Here's Love. And he's got his man. It's the tight end Goddard. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. That's a 3rd down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play.
And partner, in a tie game in the fourth quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars. And he came through with a nice catch right there.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Baldwin, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Baldwin. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4.
131 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
On first down, Baldwin. And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
All of a sudden, those lanes that were there earlier in the drive dry up near the goal line. That's a good job defensively to diagnose the run and stop it for a very short pickup.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Up the middle they go. It's Baldwin, and I think they stopped him again. They did at the 1-yard line. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as it will come with 15 seconds to play in the ballgame. On 3rd down, it's Baldwin. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape, and that is not going to get it done. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. Now the timeout will be called, so they're in field goal range with 3 seconds left.
Well, the entire game coming down to this kick from Cade York.
With 3 seconds to go, this for the win. And his kick is good. And they have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter.
So this one's over. It's a win for the Detroit Lions. Charles, for this losing side, their heads are hanging as they walk off the field today. And really, I mean, we know why. Those 3 turnovers.